Lone Depot Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about ready to roll. Michael Busch getting ready to hit.
Number 29. Michael Busch.
And we're underway here in the home opener.
Ball, bam.
Misses the sweeper. That one to first. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Second, the third
Here's Alex
baseman,
Bregman.
number 3, Alex Bregman.
And first offering is fouled off. Gray, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Here's the 0-2.
Ball one.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
Got him. That's out number 2. In half up to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the hill for the Cubs, Shota Imanaga. What's the scouting report on him? Digging in, Xavier Edwards.
That's ball 2.
And that skips in the dirt.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. That one misses. That's 5 straight. In the dirt. And
That's ball
that
three.
misses as well.
Well, this is a situation where you have to go after this hitter at the plate. You don't want to deal with the guy on deck, especially with a runner on.
There's a strike, and the count is 3-1.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and the count is filled up. In the air, left side. And there's one away. One out man at first. And now it's Mookie Betts. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A two-run shot. The Marlins on the board first. It's 2-0. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Nope. That's inside.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2. Out towards right center field. 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. So 2 down. Now here's the Marlins DH, Alec Burleson. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air, left field. Hat under this one. And that's the inning. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Seiya Suzuki, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
That's a ball.
Gray measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. High fly ball, right field. Hernandez drifts towards it, takes it in for the out. Kyle Teal, the next Cub to hit.
Number 8, Kyle Teal.
On the ground, and it stays fair. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Nico Horner.
Ball 1.
Popped up. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 away. So up now for Chicago, Moises Ballesteros. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Teal off of first with 2 away. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Back here in Miami. And now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. Here's a nugget. When Imanaga was announced at his introductory press conference, he charmed the local fans and media by memorizing the words to "Go Cubs Go." I asked Imanaga if there was one other song that he could learn in English, what would it be? And he said, "A Whole New World," the theme to Aladdin. Here's your one. Right through there for a strike. That's a little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
In the dirt. The 1-0. Man at first, one away. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Three. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. And the runner holds.
The batter, number 9.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
Hey!
And a 1-2. Runner takes off. Ground ball up the middle. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros.
You know, these Cubs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a miss. Sonny Gray with the strikeout. So up next for Chicago, Mason Wynn. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
These guys look to be pressing at the plate a bit. They're swinging at pitches that are clearly balls, just trying to make something happen. The best approach is that relaxed approach.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
On the ground to the left.
No, that's
and foul ball. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
And at first, here's Mookie Betts.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Betts chasing that time.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Corner. Here's Wynn for
Got
one.
him. That's an
Throw
out.
to first, but he beat it.
No, he's safe.
One out man at first. Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt. The 0-2. And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Marlins.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Hunter Goodman. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That one fouled off. Betts, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, right field. Suzuki gets under it. And that is that. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Bregman, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Out there to center. 2 down. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit, struck out swinging his first time. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. And Ian swings through it.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
0-2 now. Stays alive. That one misses, and it's 1-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now here's the Marlins DH, Alec Burleson.
Burleson.
That's off the mark. Ball one.
You know, these
Nope,
Marlins
inside,
do a
ball
great
two.
job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Just
inside.
missed. Check swing called strike. Now 3-2. This one in the air, center field. Lee on the move. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
Ball one.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Suzuki running hard for it. Out number 2. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Too high. Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to first, Bush. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Next to hit, Kyle Teal. A single his first time.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1. And he chases that one below the zone.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. In the air to left center. Happ on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball, right field. And there's 2 down. Kyle Stowers now at the plate.
The left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
First offering way inside, almost got him. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And 1-1. Out towards left center. He makes the grab, and that is that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros. He caught it behind his back to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next
now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. 0 for 1 so far.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Sends it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Cubs.
And next for the Cubs, Jung-Hoo Lee. First time up was a pop out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the 6th, and now for the Marlins, Mookie Betts.
Now pitching for
righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Baker.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. Another homer, his 2nd home run of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Hunter Goodman. He's already homered here in this one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that skips in the dirt. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Now a chance for Alec Burleson.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
He swings and fouls one off. Jackknifes out of the way. Up the middle and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now, Heriberto Hernandez. That is the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's Alex Bregman. And a big swing and a miss.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at bat.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Pat at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Ball, that's down.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine.
Griffin Conine.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A solo shot. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Hey.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Slings to first in time.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. Yeah, that's fouled off. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2. And there's a ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
And down on strikes. And that is that. Marlins add another with the solo shot. And the lead is now 5-0. We're at the top of the 8th. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Seiya Suzuki. Going 1. On the ground to third. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
For the Cubs,
Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. 1 for 2.
Teal.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now. 2 down, base is empty. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Hey!
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
See ya! Strikes him out for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Marlins, Mookie Betts. So they bring on the veteran, Robert Suarez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. It just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Suarez, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
That's a ball.
Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. This one's smoked on its way out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And that's going to bang against the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Now here is Hunter Goodman. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. The 1-0. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Base hit.
Up next for the Marlins.
And at the plate for Miami, Alec Burleson. 1 for 3. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the dirt, nothing happening on the bases, though. In the dirt, blocked, but no advance from the runners. Here's a 2-1. And that one pulled foul. A little bit low. Full count now. Payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Up next for the Marlins.
Now it's the right fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Base hit. 1 run is in. Relay throw. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. And they now lead by 9. First and second and nobody out. And here is Griffin Conine.
Ball.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Connor Phillips.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And the runners will move up.
Heads up base running right there.
Not close with that one. Ball 3. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And up next for Miami, Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Runner from third comes across. It's 8-0.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Edwards stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Hernandez on at second with 2 down. And that one gets past the catcher. Hernandez up to third on the wild pitch. The 1-2. Oh, and this one gets away. Runner stays put at third. 2 outs. And one in scoring position. That's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's 9-0.
I said the windows tinted and I ain't renting. I'm winning. Baby was with it in mid-sentence. I feel it. Hustling, no bad. I did it. It's just the beginning. I ain't even close to finish. I got money on the other line. I got to get the call. If you ain't gonna make me better, I don't even get involved. Couple on the close.